I'm Bridget Coughlin. I'm President and CEO at the Aquarium, and I am very pleased to welcome you all for this glorious Illinois Day, a momentous day to celebrate an event where Chicago, Illinois can on the world stage showcase our world-class Midwest hospitality. Shed Aquarium is home to 32,000 animals, none of them political animals, until today, I guess. We extend our mission to nearly 2 million guests every year and hundreds and thousands of more in Chicago communities and multiple millions online. We are proud to be a leader with our partners on a vibrant cultural, economic, and tourism fabric of this amazing mile-high city. We are also happy to be partners with the city and the state on anything and all the attention that is so deserving of our city and our state. So welcome to this beautiful day and a wonderful celebration. And with that, welcome the Honorable Mayor Lori Lightfoot.
Well, it's a great day to be a Chicagoan, and it's a great day to be here. My job is simply to say thank you to a lot of folks, so indulge me while I do that. Looking out in this beautiful day, looking out at the skyline, I think demonstrates why it's so important that this convention is coming to Chicago. Let me start by telling you that this dream and this quest began well over a year ago. And the spark was lit by our incredible Senator Tammy Duckworth, also Vice Chair of the DNC, who brought this idea to us and to me and my team, and we sprang into action. Because of course, when a senator asks you to do something, you better get to it right away. So first thanks have to go to Senator Duckworth for making sure that Chicago was in the mix in this conversation around the convention. So we can applaud her. No break. And of course we have to thank President Biden, Vice President Harris, and the entire DNC team. We have said throughout this process that the road to re-election to the Biden-Harris for another term has to go through the Midwest. We're happy that that message resonated, and so very grateful to the president for making this decision. But also, of course, we've got to thank our great DNC chair, Jaime Harrison. I think we have burned up every inch of goodwill that we've had with him. Many of the people I'm looking at in this audience, how many times has he gotten a call with a 312 or a 773 area code? Probably too many to count. But we are grateful for his leadership, for our party, and we're grateful and honored that Chairman Harrison and the technical team and the folks at the DNC saw through, I think, very competitive and compelling bids by our sister cities in Atlanta and New York. But we are, of course, grateful that they made the right decision and chose Chicago. So thank you, Chairman Harrison. I also want to give thanks to Governor Pritzker and his team. We have all worked seamlessly to make sure that we put together a united bid. This is important because, look, it takes all of us. It's going to take a village to make sure that we showcase this city on the highest stage. We couldn't have done this without Governor Pritzker and his team. So thanks also goes to the governor. Thank you, J.B. I also have to thank Jerry Reinsdorf, Rocky Wirtz, and the United Center team, particularly Terry Savarese. I will tell you, yes, every single time we needed to demonstrate our ability to make it happen, and that we had the bona fides, we had the team to be able to pull off a world-class convention. The United Center team stood tall and really brought it home. every single time. I've said this about Jerry and Rocky and to Terry and the rest of the team. You are what made the difference in this bid, and we are super grateful to the United Center team. So let's say thanks to them as well. And of course, we know that the McCormick Place is going to play a big and important role in the day-to-day operations of the convention. So thanks also to Loretta Clark and the team at MPEA for everything that they have done. Thank you also to Choose Chicago, our chair, our executive director, Lynn Osman, and our board chair, Glenn Enan. You're going to be busy, folks. You're going to be busy marketing this convention. I also want to thank the hotel and hospitality community, and specifically Michael Jacobson of the Hotel Association, Sam Toya of the Restaurant Association, but the entire hospitality and tourism community here in Chicago. Again, an integral part of this bid and demonstrating that we can make this happen. So you also are going to be very busy, but thank you, as always, for your incredible partnership. I would be remiss if I didn't also thank the city commissioners and staff who worked so hard throughout the RFP process to ensure that we were submitting a winning bid and demonstrating our bona fides as a great city, a city that worked together and collaborated and really demonstrated, I think, the values and reflected the values of the Biden-Harris administration. I thank the team, all the city commissioners, all the staff that worked tirelessly to make this happen. I also want to particularly call out the tireless efforts of my senior aide, Kelsey Nolf. Anybody who was around this bid knows that Kelsey worked tirelessly to make this happen. It's been an honor and a pleasure, and it wouldn't have happened without her. So thank you, Kelsey. We also have to thank our friends in organized labor, and here in Chicago, led by Bob Ryder of the Chicago Federation of Labor. I'll have more to say in a moment about that, but Bob, the team, the statewide AFL did a tremendous job, not only during the bid process itself, but also in making sure that the White House and the president and everybody else knew this is a labor town and that we have to get it done for organized labor. So thank you all so much. Some of you may or may not know this, but we also had great support from our colleagues, other electeds across the entire Midwest, from governors to mayors, and all kinds of stakeholders, from Minnesota to Michigan. We demonstrated that the Midwest is united in making sure that this bid was successful. And I've got to thank all of our colleagues and partners from across the Midwest who joined with us and enthusiastically supported this bid for Chicago. So thank you to our partners. And I also have to thank the leaders of the host committee, Michael Sachs, Jesse Ruiz, and Michelle Harris, and all the other folks who signed up to say, yes, we are going to get it done for Chicago. We're pledging not only our time, our commitment, our resources, but our reputation to say that this is the right thing to do. So thank you so much, and all the other donors who made the commitment. Now's the time to write those checks. Bring it home. There are so many reasons why this convention is important in Chicago, and let me just highlight a couple. Number one, this convention will bring an opportunity to showcase the beauty and the truth of this great city on a global stage. We have too many things out there in the mouths of pundits and critics who talk about our city in a way that is unrecognizable to us who live here. This will help us right that wrong and tell the truth about the best city in the United States, bar none, the city of Chicago. I think this convention is also important to the city of Chicago because all of the value statements that are core to the Biden-Harris administration around equity and inclusion, wealth building, and making sure that working men and women are respected, Chicago is proof positive. We are the incubator. We are the leaders. And we will be able to have an opportunity to showcase that and highlight that the things that the Biden-Harris administration stand for are deeply embedded into everything that we are here in the city of Chicago. That's an exciting opportunity. And I mentioned before, as the birthplace of organized labor, we are happy to not only highlight that history, but to showcase our present and our future and how we turn value statements into concrete, tangible actions on behalf of the working men and women of this city. And we are excited about telling that story too. So I'm confident that the work that we have done to get to this point, to bring everyone together and demonstrate how we work well together, this convention is going to go down in history as the best ever. It's going to be the best run. It's going to be the most efficient. We're going to bring it in on time and on budget. And we are going to activate the post-convention bump that is going to lead to a resounding victory for President Biden and Vice President Harris. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to bring up truly the man of the hour, and that is our DNC chair, Jaime Harris. Welcome him to the